Hey guys, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Yepa, Shamanic Practitioner, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, again, welcome. Please make sure that you hit the bell so that way you can receive notification as to when a video does upload. For those that is already subscribers, again, thank you so very much for your support. Please make sure you like, comment. Please make sure that you share, get the message out, okay? So today we're going to be doing another ancestral series. The reason I say another is because we have our first premiere of our ancestral series, um, Altar Water, and this is going to be the second part of the ancestral series. This particular pick a card reading today is going to be titled Spiritual Hygiene. Spiritual hygiene. Okay. What are some examples of spiritual hygiene? Saging, Palo Santo, dragon's blood, spiritual baths, white candle, coconut bath, coconut water, coconut milk, cleansing your ori, alright? Crystals, those are examples of spiritual hygiene, okay? Spiritual hygiene is very important for us for everyone, to be honest, right? But everybody doesn't vibrate from an understanding of spirituality in that perspective, right? But if you are, all right, in the elements, in the energy of spirituality, then spiritual hygiene is something that should be added to your day-to-day life. We deal with a lot of energies pertaining to the things that we go through, the things that we experience in areas of our life. We also go into environments where, of course, there's other energies as well. All right. Whether present energies or residual energies. Residual energies is energies that was left behind. Okay. Um, and in this world, we also have energies that are sent towards us, whether that be through evil eye, whether that be through altar work, whether that be through candle magic. Okay, so we are always up against some lower vibrational frequencies. And by keeping up with your spiritual hygiene, okay, by keeping up with your spiritual hygiene, that will lessen the chances of you being, embodying, feeling, dealing with, um, or feeling penetrated by lower vibrational energies, entities, spirits, attachments. Okay? So, today's pick a card is all about spiritual hygiene. Now, there could be additional messages, whatever your ancestors, your spirit team feel that you guys need to know. And please understand that this is also a general reading, okay? So it's important that you take what resonates and leave what does not. However, if you are interested in a more personal or in-depth one-on-one session with me, you can definitely book that at spiritualvibrations.org. So I want you guys to take your time, connect with your intuition. You're more than welcome to pick more than one choice. Hey, you may feel drawn to all three. Allow your intuition to guide you. Okay? So, we have pile 1. We have pile 2. And we have pile 3. Okay? I have not looked at none of the cards. Okay? So, when you guys see the cards is when I see the cards as well. Alright? So, again, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here. Feel free to pause the video if you need time, but we're going to go ahead and get started. This will be a quick video. Okay. Also know that when it comes to the Ancestral series, there will be many different kinds of these pick a cards that will be coming out through over time. Okay. So for Pile 1, welcome. Ancestral series on spiritual hygiene. So let's see what cards came out for you for Pile 1. So the first card that came out for you is balance your chakras. Okay? Balance your chakras. I think I want to kind of touch bases on each card before I reveal both of them. All right? So for those that selected Pile 1, some of your chakras or a particular chakra could possibly be out of alignment. It could be overactive or it could be underactive. Know that there are 7 basic chakras. However, there are way more than just 7 basic chakras. Okay? We have your root, also known as your base, your sacral, solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, crown chakra, also known as Ori. So, if you want to know which chakra is out of alignment, I highly recommend that you go to Google and you type in the chakra chart. They have certain charts where it will let you know if your chakras are in alignment based on the key points that they have next to it. And they will also provide if it's overactive, if it's underactive, or if it's out of alignment. Okay? I personally, as a practitioner, do not like to use the word blocked. I don't feel we have blocked chakras. I feel that we have chakras that, again, does become out of alignment. Okay? But that's just my personal opinion. However, needing to work on your chakras at this time. And by looking at that chart, that will help you identify which particular chakras are out of alignment. Another way that you can know when a chakra is out of alignment, if you're experiencing pain in that particular chakra. So if you are having abdominal pain, lower abdominal pain, that could be your sacral chakra is out of alignment, okay? Or overactive or underactive, okay? If you're having back pain, that could mean that your root slash base chakra is out of alignment, under alignment, over alignment, okay? For others, if you feel like I don't want to be going to Google, I don't want to be looking up the charts, then you don't have to. Okay. Another way of doing that is it is recommended that you guys do meditate. And YouTube has a wide variety of different types of restorative chakra balances. Okay. Meditations that you can listen to. They also have visual as well. Okay, so it's not much of an audio, but it's much more of a visual, okay, for you. um, so again, I recommend like listening to some chakra balancing, chakra realignment. Okay, for some of you, having Reiki sessions done on you at this time could also be beneficial. Reiki is a very sacred practice, okay, um, that is very beneficial for removing, okay, and realigning, getting the energies back into one, identifying specific chakras that is more out of alignment than others, okay. Um, I'm just channeling, so Another good remedy of restoring your chakras is if you have or purchase you a chakra candle. Okay, a chakra candle. It is actually a multicolored, all the colors that's in the chakra system. And what you can do with this particular candle is you can take the candle after you properly cleanse it. Okay, especially if it's a glass candle. After you properly cleanse it, set your intentions as you speak. Okay, set your intentions while you're speaking. And you want to take the candle and rub it, okay, on your chakras. Okay, because what you're doing, intentional, you can take the candle, rub it on your crown chakra, okay, removing any, overthinking, removing any constant intrusive thoughts, the third eye, removing my doubt, you know, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you want, taking the candle, rubbing it on your chest, your heart, right, removing X, Y, and Z, your solar plexus, okay, put it on there, removing X, Y, and Z, all right, and keep the flow going. You can do it like that as well. For many of you, um, you just need to find balance in all aspects of your life right now. And that in itself is going to bring your chakras into alignment. Okay? Let's take a look at the second card here for Power 1. Okay? We got Beauty Magic. So, again, these messages will not apply to everyone. All right? But what this is acknowledging is that for Power 1, you are being recommended to do some beauty magic on yourself. Beauty magic can be, again, you sitting in front of the mirror, okay, as you apply your makeup, you are either listening to music that's going to empower you, make you feel beautiful, make you feel like a baddie, make you feel like a daddy, you know what I'm saying? It could be you putting on your makeup, doing your hair, speaking beauty affirmations over yourself. Okay. You can also do candle work surrounding beauty magic as well. I was going to speak about some jars, but Spirit told me not to apply the jars for Power 1. However, if you recently thought about doing some beauty magic pertaining to jar workings, then that was a message for you. Okay? But for everyone else, I'm hearing doesn't apply for Power 1. Beauty magic improves your self-esteem. It improves your confidence as well. Okay? Beauty magic can be something just as simple as a morning routine with your face. Beauty magic can be something as simple as a bedtime routine for your face. Okay? It's giving me a strong message of for Power 1, pour into you. I hear that message loud and clear. Pour into you. Okay, pour into you. So for Power 1, we're going to get ready to close out. This is a very quick and brief pick a card reading. So for those that selected Power 1, balance your chakras and look into do some beauty magic. Okay? All right, sending love your way. Until next time, Ashe. All right, Pal 2, what's up? Spiritual hygiene. All right. Let's see. Again, I have not saw these cards. I have no idea what decided to come out. All right, this will be quick. Okay, would not be a long read. So, spiritual hygiene. For those that selected PAL 2. First card that came out, you have been crossed. All right. Understand that this is a general reading. All right. This is a general reading. So not everything I say is going to apply. All right. Um, and if you feel like you need a more personal one-on-one session with me, then you could book that with me at spiritualvibrations.org. So if you pick PAL 2, okay, again, this is not going to be for everyone that pick PAL 2. I'm going to take one card at a time, all right? Some of you have been crossed. What does cross mean? It could mean a few different things. It could mean that you've been betrayed, okay, by someone. Someone called themselves trying to do something without getting caught, okay? This could mean that somebody has sent some negative energy your way, whether that's just through thought, whether that's through words, whether that is through magic, okay? I'm also getting strong gossip for Power 2. It's giving me a quote here. Keep telling lies and I'll tell the truth. Keep telling lies and I'll tell the truth. So again, some of you may have people that is talking, making up lies, okay, um, behind your back. I heard rumors. This is really going to hit for those that have already had a question of whether or not there was some weird stuff going on, okay? Let's take a look at this other card here. All right, the second card, we do have give offerings. All right. So, if you gave offerings on Juneteenth, your offerings was accepted. Okay, I don't know if y'all can hear the fireworks. As soon as I say give offerings, it went off. And all I saw was Juneteenth. So if you've given any offerings to your ancestors on Juneteenth, your offering was accepted. Okay? So for Power 2, I'm speaking right now to those who practice ancestral veneration. But for those that don't yet, don't go nowhere. I'm getting to you next. So for those that practice ancestral veneration, you are being advised to keep up with your offerings at this time. If you haven't given an offering, now is the time to do so. Okay? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. What does that mean? Giving offerings helps to elevate our ancestors. It gives them the ashe that they need, to fight those battles behind closed doors that we are not able to see. It helps to elevate them in the spirit realm as well. Um, Give me a second. So by giving them offerings, you're giving them the ashe that they need to fight the battles behind closed doors that you are not able to see. Giving them offerings is also giving yourself offerings. It's giving you the ashe that you need as well. Okay? So it is acknowledging that by giving these offerings, is going to, number one, assist your spirit team when it comes to taking care of what they need to take care of for the people or persons, okay, that has crossed you in this contents, okay, in this pick a card, in this power two. It's kind of like you got a big major store. Let's say, let's use Walmart, because no matter where you are in the world, everybody pretty much know Walmart. So let's use Walmart, right? Let's say Walmart is open, and you walk into Walmart, and there's only 2 people there. If it's only 2 people inside of Walmart, anybody can kind of come in and take what it is that they need to take, right? And that will leave you feeling vulnerable, feeling helpless, feeling some mixture of emotions that you don't want to feel. However, though, you got another Walmart that is fully staffed. Security at the door, security at the exit. Okay? Makes you feel a little bit safe. Okay? It helps you to kind of continue with your shopping. Okay? Because if we go back to that other Walmart, right? We walk in, there's only 2 people there. We're a little suspicious. We're a little leery, right? We feel like we are kind of like in an uneasy territory. Okay? An uneasy territory. Now, the Walmart without the security, without the full staff, is the ancestral demonstration of no offerings. Okay? Going to the next Walmart where it's fully stocked, security at the front, security at the back. Now you're able to go in there feeling safe, feeling secured, feeling like you can focus on what you came in there for. That's the type of feeling that the offerings provide. Okay, I try to break it down in a way, because everybody that watches my channel is not intermediate. Everybody that watches my channel is not advanced. So okay, so the fuck was that? I want to try to word that in a way that everyone can kind of understand. All right, it is your level of defense. It is your level of defense. And for many of you that does ancestral veneration, okay, if there has been a time, and I'm pretty sure it has, because we as spiritualists have all been there, healer, light worker, whatever you are, we've all been there, right, where you may slip up on your offerings. If you go back and remember when you slipped up on them offerings, 9 times out of 10, life got a little chaotic. It got a little uncertainty. It got a little fearful. It got a little shaky. Okay? Because you didn't have that layer of protection in place. So again, stay ready so that you don't have to get ready. So for many of you that does practice ancestral veneration, give offerings. Top-notch security at the lumber yard. Top-notch security though. Okay? Give your offerings, all right? And all offerings for everyone is not going to be on an altar. Okay, there's many different spirits that we venerate depending on your heritage, your lineage, okay, your faith, belief. There's water spirits, there's river spirits, nature spirits. So some of you don't necessarily have to be an ancestral altar that's in your home. Okay, this could be an altar that maybe you have outside. Okay, this could be, again, you just going to the river, going to the waters, giving offerings to the water spirits, going outside, leaving offerings for nature, for the birds. Give offerings. Okay, give offerings. So don't be just limited to ancestral altar, because there's many different types of altars. Okay. Um, how do I don't want to just close it out like that for Pal 2. But like I said, I don't want, well, I can't really control the emotion that one may have watching this. But all that I can say is that if you have felt that there's been some weird occurrences, weird things happening in your life, unfortunate situations and circumstances taking place, maybe you just thought that somebody has sent you something, right? And you feel like it's impacting you. Understand that people send shit every day. Okay? People send shit every day. Just with the thought, just by saying something out of their mouth. So that's why I'm being specific. Like, if it is a situation where you're starting to see changes, right? See changes in your life, in your relationships, your finances, whatever it may be, all right, then I recommend that you book a reading. And if it's just a situation where maybe you feel like somebody just not being honest, like somebody has done something, somebody has betrayed you in some shape or form, whether it's family member, romantic partner, okay, then you need to book a reading as well, okay. All right, so I'm getting ready to close out for those that selected PAL 2. Sending love your way. Last but not least, what's up, PAL 3? What's good? What's going on? PAL 3, you actually got 3 cards. I was like, say word. I said 2, Spirit. I'm trying to keep it quick, simple, and easy. Okay? The Spirit's like, nah, keep that damn card, girl. I said, alright. So, PAL 3. Spiritual hygiene. I haven't seen these cards. I have no idea. I just know it's 3 cards. So, for PAL 3, first card that came out, we're going to go through each card one by one. Money magic time. Okay? So, PAL 3, if you have recently done any type of money workings, it was successful. For others, there could be some financial challenges, some type of stagnancy in your finances, in your career, in your money, in some shape or form. And your spirit team is acknowledging this would be a good time to do some money magic. Okay? Yeah, to bring that dollar in. Okay? To bring that dollar in. A great quick basic, okay? If you are wanting to learn more about conjure working, spell work, things of that nature, some of the darker arts. I do teach that, okay? Um, but I'm going to keep it basic, okay? Keep it basic. But if you know what to do, okay? If you've been thinking about doing some type of money workings, all right, then this is confirmation to do so. Um, Understand also, before I kind of give a prescription, know that money magic, money spells don't always have to be through a candle. Like, it's so, hoodoo is so beautiful. There's so many different ways that you can conjure, you know. But sometimes we run straight to the candle, and there's nothing wrong with a flame, baby. Okay? Nothing wrong with a flame, but understand that there is many different ways, okay, for you to do workings. Again, if you want to learn more, I do mentorship, so you can book that online. Let's get back. So, a very basic, okay, money ritual that you can do, and just to keep it simple, okay. You want to use a green candle, all right, for your money workings. Now, okay, understand that if you don't have a green candle, you are and can use a universal candle. What color is a universal candle? White. If you hear someone that is claiming to be spiritual and they tell you that you cannot use a white candle for multiple workings, then I recommend you run. I recommend that you run, okay? Because I've heard that dumb shit on TikTok and a few other places, you know. Um, Twiddledee and Twiddledum, somebody take one thing and think they got some knowledge and they ran with it and just don't know what the hell they talking about. But anyway, let me stop ranting. So again, if you don't have a green candle, you would get a white candle, okay? Whether it's a pillar or whether it's a glass candle. If you have any money oils, then of course you want to put that money oil lightly, few drops, not all that extra shit. Don't be piling your candles full of all them herbs, all them glitter. No, it don't take all that. It really don't. It really don't take all that. But anywho, get you some money oil. Now, let's say for example you don't have any money oil. Okay, you get you some pure, all right, pure olive oil. Okay, Jojo, what is it called? Jojo oil? I call it Jojo oil because I can never pronounce, okay, the ending of that word. I call it Jojo oil. And then you can also use sunflower oil as well. But olive oil, pure virgin olive oil. Okay, few drops. Rosemary, basil. Okay, thyme. And if you have some alafia, okay, those are some herbs that you can use as well. Okay, um, if you have money incense, you want to also burn money incense while you're doing your money workings. Speak your incantations, okay, over your workings. Create a petition. Make sure that when you fold it, you're folding it towards you, okay, folding a piece of paper towards you, not away from you. Your money gonna run away, okay. You want to bring it to you, so you want to fold the paper towards you. You can either put it up under your candle, okay, Yeah, you can do it that way. If you want, you can write on the candle. All right. So, cinnamon. You can add cinnamon. Add a little cinnamon. Add a little nutmeg. Okay. On that workings. Now, another way that many people know about is the honey jar. But it's important for everybody to know that honey is definitely going to sweeten some things up. Okay? It is known to get the job done. But understand that honey is a slow moving ingredient as well. So great for long term, wealth, legacy, long term, great. Immediate, like needed now, like shit, next week, like honey jar may not be your best choice. Okay? Alright? Alright, let's see what else came out. Cord cutting ritual. Alright, if you recently did some type of cord cutting ritual, it did work. For some of you, you've been talking about getting a cord cutting ritual done, and this is confirmation that you do need one done. For others, it is acknowledging, looking, and learning more about a cord cutting ritual and how it could possibly be beneficial to a particular situation in your life that you are bound/attached to. That in which no longer serves you. Okay? Whether that be your trauma from your childhood, whether that be an ex, okay? So, again, if you're not familiar with cord cutting rituals, you are being asked to look into it, to get some research about it, because cord cutting ritual could be beneficial to something that maybe you know you need to get rid of, but you have a hard time doing. Okay? Yeah, I'm not going to go into how to do the cord cutting. That is a one-on-one mentorship type of conversation. Okay? But again, if it's something you've been thinking about doing, then this is confirmation that now will be a great time to get that done. All right? Before I move on to the next card, for anyone that seeks a practitioner to have a cord cutting ritual done, they are supposed to do a divination on you beforehand. I would be very apprehensive, right, if they don't acknowledge a reading needs to be done. Okay? Very apprehensive. A reading should be done prior, because again, as a spiritualist, what we need to do is we need to assess the situation. You can tell us the situation till you blue in the face, and we love to hear that. However, though, we're supposed to connect with the spirits to make sure that our actions, if our actions is needed, first and foremost, right, is it just? So that reading is going to provide the practitioner the ability to see the situation, what's going on, what's happening in your situation, right? From a behind the scenes, right, glimpse. As well as whether or not spirits want you to move, meaning move forth in action, or whether or not the spirits say, I got this covered. Okay? So that's important. Because if you get a spiritualist, they say, okay, do a cord cutting. They do the cord cutting, and they sever ties to something that they should have not only will they get some karma, you're going to reap some karma as well. All right? And life already doing enough to be adding unnecessary karma. We still clearing karma from my past life. Okay? On top of the shit that we done picked up in this lifetime. We don't need nobody else's shit. So just be mindful. And last but not least here, bring in positive energy. So your spirit team wants you to work on your energy at this time. All right, they want you to do things that's going to uplift you, listen to things that's going to uplift you, read things that's going to uplift you, be around positive energy. Okay, be mindful of your own inner dialogue as well. Okay, more positive energy is needed in your environment, around you, or within you, or maybe even both. Okay. I'm also want to say this because it was shown to me. When you're doing any type of workings, make sure that you're not doubting your work. Because if you are doing your workings, getting everything together, but you saying to yourself, I don't even know if this gonna work, you might as well just throw the whole goddamn thing away and go find something else to do. Okay, because you just pretty much messed it all up. Okay. Confidence. Confidence in your team. Confidence in your practice. A lot of times we doubt ourselves because we're so busy comparing ourselves to how someone else does it or how the book tells us. Let me tell you something. The best way to learn how to do workings is through your ancestors. Through your ancestors. Pay attention, okay, when you do workings. Yeah, you may have your particular herbs that you know you're going to work with, right? But if you're working it and an ancestor say, all right, get on in there and grab that garlic. Get on in there and, you know, I'm trying to think of something that will probably be, get that crushed red pepper, okay? Like I said, get that cinnamon, sprinkle that brown sugar on there. Whatever the case it may be, pay attention to that. Do it. Act on it. Okay? And don't compare, well, I wasn't told to do it that way. I wasn't told to do it that way. Follow your heart, your team. Your team is what's going to give you the strongest insight. All right? And understand that certain things that your ancestors tell you to do ain't meant for you to go tell Pookie and them either. All right? Understand that this practice is sacred. Okay? So this does complete this reading. Pick a card for today. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, we'll be back with another Ancestral series. If you're interested in a more personal reading with me, spiritualvibrations.org. Ashe.